Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you, I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Now, I got this image of an article that stated that 39% of so called Americans believe that they're living in during the end of the world, or this is the end times, right? And they're right, but the thing is, they don't understand what the end of the world will look like, right? Some people believe that the sun is gonna explode, and all the earth is gonna be destroyed. Some people believe a new virus is gonna come out and wipe out all of humanity. These things are false, man. The end of the world is really the end of a rulership, the end of an age, right? The end of Esau's rulership. And this guy in this with the sign is right. The end is nigh because we're in the times of the end, man. End time prophecies are popping off left and right, man. All right, and it's spiritual that this lady's reading the sign, and you see on her shirt it shows like a man on fire, because that's how this place is gonna end, man. It's gonna end with fire, right? But not the whole earth, but America specifically, man. It's gonna end with fire, man. All right, let me jump to real quick the book of Second Peter. But this lesson is really gonna be about, since we're in the end, we're gonna remain spiritual, because the spirits on the right and the left hand side are gonna increase, man, because we're at the end and it's gonna be necessary, right? So if spirits on the left hand side are gonna increase, then spirits on the right hand side have to increase to battle that, because this is spiritual warfare, man. This isn't carnal warfare like Esau's fights, man. This is spiritual warfare. All right. The Lord is gonna do the physical fighting, and Lord willing, He uses us, if we're part of the elect as well, to do the physical fighting as well. But the majority of the work is gonna be done by the Lord via the thermonuclear missiles and the chariots of the Lord. All right. But this is Second Peter chapter 3, starting at verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Right. So even though 39%, or let's just say 40% of Americans believe that they're in the end, man, they're still going to be caught by surprise when the Lord returns, man. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Right. And, just like this lady's shirt, people are literally going to be set on fire, man. All right. Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, right? What manner of person are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be a spiritual person, man, not a carnal person, man. Because carnality equals death, man. If you get carnal, especially in these times, it's a death sentence, man. All right. Now is the time to remain spiritual on the right hand side. All right. Let me jump over to the book of Romans, chapter 8. Let's start at verse 5. Romans 8 and 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. All right, we've got to be spiritually minded 24/7, and it's hard to do in the flesh because sometimes the flesh wins. But this is what prayer and fasting's for, is to increase the spirit, especially in these times, man. Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Right. You always gotta meditate on the law, statutes, commandments. Really meditate on whatever situation you're in. What would Yahushua do? What would Yahushua say? He would revert back to the scriptures no matter what, man. Verse 7, Romans chapter 8, verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. Right. And really anything outside of the law is death, man. So to be carnally minded is, it's really wickedness, right? Because you're trusting the spirit, you're trusting the flesh more than you trust the spirit. You're trusting your own might, your own power. You believe that you could solve anything, you know, the way you see fit, instead of trusting Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 8, Romans 8 and 8. So then they are that so Slakia. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right. If you can't please the Lord, right? What good are you to him? All right. If you can't please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, what good are you to him? So, in order to please him, you need to be spiritual, man. Faithful and spiritual, man. All right. Pleasing the Lord isn't gathering your guns, trusting in your weapons. Nah, it's trusting in your sword, man. Your spiritual sword, which is these scriptures, man. Because this isn't a carnal war, man. Let Esau do the carnality. Let 2/3 be carnal, man. But you gotta remain spiritual, man. Even when they were coming for Yahushua's life carnally, man, he remained spiritual no matter what, man. Ephesians chapter 6, starting at verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, right? And this is who our fight is against, ultimately, at the end of the day. Verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, right? And this spirituality is an armor, man. These scriptures are an armor, right? Now, granted, we're going to get beat down, because, this is a trial of our faith too, man. We got to go through fire too. Lord will put our number. The elect got to go through fire too. All right? This isn't going to be a cakewalk, It wouldn't be worth it if it was a cakewalk, man. Anything, truly respected and desired in this world, it takes sweat and effort to get, man. Right? People respect, people with nice physiques because they understand the work they put in to get it. Right? It's not an easy thing. If it was an easy thing, everybody would have it. People will respect people with money because they understand it's not an easy thing to obtain in captivity, man. So this is why people extol the words of rich men, right? But just because you have these things doesn't make you great. Really, what makes you great is these law, statutes, and commandments. It's the spirit. Being spiritual will make you great. Remaining in the spirit will make you great. Nothing carnal, nothing good will come from carnality. Acts chapter 14 and verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom. Salakia. Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Right. It's going to take much tribulation to enter into the kingdom, man. But even when the time gets hard, you can't get carnal, man. You got to remain spiritual. And that's what the battle is, man. All right? This is the condition of the battle, right? These are the terms that we agree to, really. When you sign a contract or when you download an app on your phone and it shows you the terms and conditions and you click agree. Hey, these are the terms and conditions we agree to receive the kingdom. All right? And it's going to be worth it at the end of the day, too. Again, anything that you really work for is going to be truly desired, right? If you're somebody that just gets spoon-fed every day, you're not gonna really appreciate the food that you're getting. But if you're somebody that busts your ass and works, you're gonna appreciate the meal, the rest you get from busting your ass, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, starting at verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. Right? We're in the world, but we're not of the world. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, we receive the Spirit. Lord will put that number, which is a gift according to Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. Right, so we receive this gift. All right, and this gift really is a gift of mercy at the end of the day, because it was freely given to us from the Most High, but it wasn't given to everybody. This one makes it more valuable too, because it's not accessible by everybody. Right, it's like if you had a wife or a woman, but she was for the streets, as they say, or she belonged to the world, or she belonged to everybody, or anybody could have her. She wouldn't be valuable. But once she's yours and only yours, you don't put her on a pedestal, but you respect that. All right. Verse 13, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. Right? The natural man, beating these heathens and 2/3 of our people, they can't tap into the Spirit because they're carnal, man. And the Lord didn't give them the Spirit to tap into in the first place. Right? He let them remain blinded. Talking about 2/3 specifically, he let them remain blinded. Right? They're natural men. They can't receive the Spirit of the Most High because they think it's foolish, man. They believe it's foolish. They believe the law, statute, commandments is foolish. They want to live a life that they want to live. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they became their own gods, right? They want to do what they feel is right, right? You got to put that away when you're dealing with a higher power. If a higher power or the higher power tells you, a way to live and how to behave, you got to respect that, man. Because who knows better than the higher power, man? The Lord has no counselor. There's nobody that says, oh, Lord, you should do this way, that way. No. Well, he says go. The Lord never had an opinion. Everything the Lord states is fact, because he says it's fact, man. And that's what you call the Most High, man. That's a different type of power, man. The people in the world, since they're carnal, they want to depend on their flesh and their feelings. Oh, I don't feel that this is right, or I feel we should love everybody. Man, that's foolishness, man. This is why it's foolishness for us, the way that the world lives, or people in the world live. And on the flip side of the coin, it's foolishness to them how we conduct ourselves, man. All right. But in these end times, we gotta remain spiritual, because doing the opposite is gonna result in judgment, man. Being carnal is gonna result in judgment, because you can't please the Lord being carnally minded. But I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakodash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, we'll say Shalom and a Baba Ball.